Namaste, my name is Megha Gupta, and firstly, thank you so much for having me here. How did I find out about LifeCo? There's a friend of mine back in India in Mumbai. Her name is Chandni, and she had visited this place about 3 weeks ago, and she came back feeling refreshed, revived, everything, and she felt that I should come here and take the treatments over here and use the facilities and help myself heal myself. So that's how I got to know. Your approach to diabetes has opened my eyes to a very different way of looking at it, of healing it, of helping myself with it. It's a very holistic approach, it's a very organic approach, it's a very back to earth approach, it's a very basic approach. It's something I think we all know in the back of our heads but don't really bring out and use because we get consumed by external stimuli, by all the wrong foods, by pharmaceutical companies, by the food industries who just want to pump you with all the wrong things. So it's a very basic back to earth approach which works the best. Did I learn something new? Well, I have to tell you that I definitely learned that I love being on the trampoline, that's for sure. I would start my day being on the trampoline, no tea, coffee, and I'm definitely going back home and getting one for my house. Other than that, I learned so many things, just so many things, learned so much about myself. The facilities, the facilitators over here are so absolutely amazing. Renata taught me so much about breath work, about yoga and how it can help me. Susanna taught me so much about breath work in her own way. Va had so much to teach me about fitness, and everybody, actually honestly there was Vanessa, there's so many people that I haven't really been able to properly converse and take help from because the time was limited and the people were amazing, but all in all I have taken a little bit from each and every one and used it to my benefit, and I've learned a lot about me in the process. Which therapies and treatments I took over here? I would do the basic ones like steam, sauna. There's a salt bath over here which I would use because I would work out and that would really help in my recovery. I went into a raw vegan diet plan which was a treatment in itself. Literally, actually that's the way we should be living, but now we call it treatment. I used the lymphatic process which kind of drained my lymph nodes. I used what else did I use? The angel of water. I would do it every day and I would cleanse my colon with it. I did the hydro colon which was really extremely helpful. I did the wheatgrass enema, I did the coffee enema, which have their own benefits, and they have a range of treatments, they have a range of things you can choose from. The facilitator will sit with you, they will really personally guide you about what you should be doing, what could help you, and you can then customize it. So that was really helpful. Do you see any difference? Well, I would like to ask you, do you see any difference? Look at me, I am bursting with life right now. Today is my 7th day of the Green Master Detox and I cannot stop smiling. I mean, isn't that the best thing ever? I have lost some amount of weight and inches, but that I think is just a byproduct. It has really helped me heal from within. It has cut down my insulin dosing by a lot. It's negligible right now. It's actually 0, but I don't know how it's going to go from here, but I can tell you that if you're a diabetic, which I am or maybe I was, gave it 7 days and I could see a difference. So yeah, I can see a lot of changes. When did I learn about diabetes? I learned about diabetes about a year ago. I had all the textbook symptoms. I was 33 then, I'm 34 now. I had all the textbook symptoms and I did not know that they were for diabetes because nobody in my family had it. So I had no knowledge, and I have been working on it for the last 365 days. Anybody in my family who had diabetes? No. Not from my maternal side, not from my paternal side. As a very healthy person, or at least that's what I thought. Sorry, you asked me how did I react to it. As a very healthy person, or at least that's how I looked at myself, I did not take it very well. I did not know anything about diabetes and it took me a long time to understand what it was, and I'm still understanding. how to deal with it, how to tackle it, how to make friends with it, how to heal it. So yes, it took me a long time, and I think I'm still learning. If I can be honest, not very well initially, because I always thought of myself as a healthy and a fit person. I had never really had any major illness or injury, and so I did not take it really well at the start. But slowly, I think I used it as my superpower. I was like, okay, if this is what I have, I'm going to make it work for me, and my health became my priority. I started eliminating things, people even, that were not beneficial for me, and that way I think diabetes is one of the best things that happened to me. Who taught me? I think a little bit of everyone, and most of it was me, and a lot of Google. How do I manage it now? I have a better understanding of it. I have read up a lot. I try to make sure that I follow a good nutrition plan. I get some movement in the day, be it yoga or CrossFit or swimming or Pilates or just anything. I think it's very important to move your body, maybe first thing in the morning if you can. I try to keep myself stress free. I eliminate anything that has a possibility of bringing me stress, be it people or things. So that's how I deal with it. Does it affect my emotional and social life? Yes. I hate to admit, but it does. There are times when I'm not hungry and everybody around me is eating, but there are times when I'm not hungry and everybody else around me is making merry, but my sugars go low, and so I have to literally sit in front of people and chomp down food just so that my levels go up again. And nobody really cares, they're all my friends, but that's not what I want to do at that point, you know. So it does affect my social life. I've also cut down my social life a lot because I still don't know how to create a balance and control myself when I'm out with friends. So I've cut my social life down a lot. Emotionally, it took a toll on me because I always considered myself to be a very healthy and a fit person. So to bring myself to be told that I have a disease and I have an autoimmune disease, it took a toll on me emotionally. But that's when I got into yoga, and yoga helped me a lot. So even in the downside, there was eventually an upside, because had this not happened, I would have never ever considered bringing yoga into my life, and now I feel yoga is the best thing ever. So it did take a toll on me emotionally, but I just turned it into a positive thing. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart and all of my being to all the people at LifeCo in Turkey and here in Phuket. How much you all have gone ahead and helped me, motivated me, kept me on track, been good to me. I am truly grateful. Such lovely people who have only one thing in mind, and that is your betterment. I'm so glad that at this point I could experience this. Thank you.